Good morning, wherever where you following us from. This is Freedom TV Liberia. We are coming to you live from the Tottenham Boulevard here in Town, where we have come to speak with the president of the Professional Union of Liberia, who is holding a major press conference. Ogolo, good morning and welcome.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing awesomely well. Tell us the intent of this press conference.
Yeah, firstly, my name is John B. Kokolo, the president of the Professional Union of Liberia. The press conference is hosted purposely to discuss about purchasing the efforts of national government on the first Saturday, which will be this coming Saturday, where the street sellers will be cleaning the street, wherever they do business, because we understand that we that sell on the street at times, we produce a that. So in that, we should purchase the effort of national government, and that will be going all around the city, where we have our first selling points, because the traffic seller, Republic of have our selling points. So in that, we got chairperson, we got leadership structures at these places. So they will be helping to conduct and make sure that all of our selling places can be clean, so at least that can help to purchase the effort of national government.
How you intend to get this thing done? Because first Saturday, the government get no more regular cleaning or SSR on Saturday. Are you working in line with the government?
Yeah.
With the Pinville City Corporation and of the Monrovia City Corporation?
Yes, we are working in line with the national government, and this is the reason why we wrote the MCC concerning about having a meeting with the city mayors. At least we can be able to help the budget the effort of national government, and also we wrote the township commission, and we had a very important meeting, and the meeting was fruitful, and they agreed to work in line with us, more especially the township commission.
And I would love to know what prompted the decision of the Professional Union to get involved into such.
Yeah, but because it's we understand that Monrovia have to be compared like other cities. Yeah, and we pass around ourselves. We know that the business people have to be involved, because we sell and we benefit from the street as well. So in that, we should be able to support the national government, and this is the reason why the executive committee members of the Traffic Seller Union came together, to plan how we can proceed and how this can be beneficial to us. And we understand that by doing this, it will also show a singular of unity, peace, and love of our country.
Monrovia is just one city, but there are a couple of cities within Monrovia County. You have the Broadway City, you have the Pinville City, you have other cities. Is it planned to decentralize this and working, the first Saturday working?
Yeah, this is planned, but now because the Traffic Seller Union Republic of Liberia, we had an organizations, that teaching how to bring people who do not have and looking for ways, to succeed in life. See how best can bring everybody under one umbrella, and this is what we are doing. So in that, we started this going June, May 1st Saturday. We started with 540. We started with Bamuma Boulevard, and now we are decentralizing the entire criminal exercise. And I told you that we have a criminal, we have a leadership structure in all of the places. So in that, we are working closely with the leadership. Because in every certain point, we have chairperson, we have secretary, we have co-chair. So we are working with them closely in making sure that they be able to restrict and put this into place. At least we can help to budget the effort of national government.
And I'm a bit concerned. Many times when you're doing these things, you have to be empowered financially, because after work or before work, you have to feed your men. During work, you have to provide water, and after work, you have to provide water and food. Financially, how potent is the institution to get this?
Financially, the institution, we are not strong financially, because we have not been supported by, we are not receiving support from anybody. Yeah, ready, because it is off. The deal that we put for all of the sellers on the street, the deal that we put is what we're going to put here at least to provide food. But when in terms of In terms of materials, Congo Township have agreed, you know, to give up materials and have agreed to take the debt up because surprisingly, we did not write them they're gonna make. You getting that? So we just started doing work. So our calculating, thinking, but how am I going to take the debt on the street? Where am I going to get money from? You getting that? But surprisingly, there was a man from, I don't know his name because I did not interact with him. The man from the ministry, I think one of the ministers or one of the government officials.
Who won the ministry?
At the complex there, you know, there are different ministries there.
Okay, the ministerial complex.
Yeah, a ministerial complex. So I don't know the specific ministry. So this man took phone and called directly to Township Commission. Only some of my leaders came and said, "But Mr. President, there's a man who communicated and he said that the people bringing the truck to take it there out." All of a sudden, by 15 minutes, I saw the truck. You know, our move. And the guys came, you know, all of us who work, we took the debt from the street and they took it away, you know, our very much happy. And for this, I was impressed to extend to make sure that, you know, we should continue the cleanup exercise on the street as business people. And mind you, sometimes people say business people always throw debt when they finish selling. But sometimes as well, even the passenger in the car, sometimes I can tell them, I said, no. The responsibility, the reason why the driver has that car is because he must have garbage in the car. So when you buy anything,
garbage.
So when you buy anything, please, when you finish consuming what you bought, place that in the garbage stuff in the car. When the driver finish running you up, he will pack to a specific and take it out and be able to place it to a place where it can be taken away. So easy. But when you throw it down, I mean, you add more burning, you add more work on national government. So this is already that you know what we are observing, but we are working also with the passenger because you know they got business and customer relationship, and those who in a car that are moving from red light or going to town, they are all our customers because our responsibility is provide the necessary things that the people need, our customer needs that they don't able to get so easily. So this is why we are providing to our customers. So we are also appealing to them at the movement, please, as we are about to carry on this exercise, continue the process, please don't throw the tag on the street. Place the tag in the car. The drivers know where he or she will be able to place it so easily. So please, and again, Kojo, we are also appealing to national government on helping us much from the PCC and the MCC. You know, there is no garbage. There is no garbage bucket. You getting that? So there are people who walking alongside the street. There's no bucket for them to place the garbage. So after they consume what they have, they will throw the dirt on the ground because they look around. They do not have. Other people do not have the means of, or they don't want to throw the dirt on the street. But you know, because there's no garbage point, so there must be a point, and we are also appealing to the national government to help us in that process. We will be able to guard the garbage, the garbage bucket to wheresoever it will be placed. We will protect it every day. We go on the street, we will place it and make sure as we finish, we'll be able to take the dirt out and send it to where it needs to go. So we are begging also the national government and any other partners. These are initiations that we want to take. I think you see the share on me, the Traffic Seller Union Republic of Liberia. You know, we are appealing to other donor partners who wants to help. You know, these are people who are on the street making sure that looking for their living. Imagine those who sell on the street help also to reduce the poverty rate on national government. Imagine our girls, our women who are on the street hustling. They got their children. They got some mother. They got some father who born by them, who born children by them, and they forgot them. Other than some of them run away, and some of them are sitting around, they're doing nothing. And the kids at home seated, they're not going to school. The mother said, "No, I bear 9 months pain." So for this, I can be seated and see other people while their children going to school. My children are not in school, so I'm gonna take a bucket. So there's a reason why I see some mothers. You know, it is not that well. Even I who sell on the street, you think that I want to be on the street? No, I don't want to sell on the street, but because this is a place to succeed in life for some time. As I tell you now, We got people who sell on the traffic and now they are owner of a car. Now they are being housed from the traffic selling. You get it now? So this is not our will, but we just want to continue because we don't want to be like our other brothers who loading car. We're not saying that loading car is bad, but who loading cars, some of them attend all of what the people call Zogo, the disadvantaged youth. You know, people who do not stand certain situations because we understand years back, police used to chase after street sellers. They take your market, they jail you. At the end, all of people will be, some of our friends went down. In fact, the frustration because you know what I mean. You said no, I don't want to be Zogo. Someone else said I don't want to be part of prostitution. The prostitution. So in that, I will go and hustle. I will take and join my colleagues, my friends who on the street, the way they're surviving. I will go and survive because I don't want to be part of that shape. Our brother who can go hustle and net to people we know. This is the reason why you see us doing business, but it's not our will. But when there's a means in which, you know, for us to working now with national government, we're not willing to remain on the street.
And just I take leave of you, is there a plan from the Traffic Seller Union of Liberia to extend this first Saturday working to other counties, where cities in Nima County, San Nicolas City will benefit, in Sano, Greenville will benefit, in Grand Bassa, Pecan will benefit? Is there a plan to actually do that?
Yes, we got plan. And in fact, you know, first the organization was association, but now we have transformed it to a union. Upon having registering on Liberia Business Registry, we have transferred it to a union. And basically on this, you know, we have established in Magibi. Okay. We established in Magibi because we're having leadership structure in Magibi. And sooner or later, we will be taking a country tour where to be visiting all of the cities where you see people doing business on the street. That's our responsibility because those people fall under our honor us, you know, as organization. So it is our responsibility, you know, to make sure that, you know, all of these cities have a leadership, and we will communicate directly. The national leadership will communicate directly to the local leadership structure. So at least, you know, we can form this unity. So at least we can help all of the cities in Liberia. We can help in purchasing the effort of national government. This in plan, and sooner or later, maybe the next cleanup exercise you'll be hearing that there's a cleanup exercise taking place in Nema, in Magibi, in Bon, in Bassage. You know, we'll deal with nearby because, you know, as the organization gets strong financially, because financially we are not strong. You know, it is just our little due that we pay as organization, as members. The due that members pay on the street is what we use. You getting that? Mm-hmm. So, you know, again, let me appreciate His Excellency the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Joseph Boakai, because, you know, Excellency always pass. He always see the people selling. Sometimes, you know, it is not his will. He can't feel pleased. But I believe that he got a plan for us as organization, because even for us, the Traffic Seller Union Republic of Liberia, we will be having a meeting with the Ministry of General on Tuesday. And we believe that meeting is going to be fruitful, because the purpose of that meeting is about women's empowerment and that of our case, the teenagers who sell among us. So it is our responsibility. You know, we can't blame sometimes the kids that sell on the street, because we have carried on the statistics around the city, and we understand that some of these kids that sell on the street, they lost their parents during COVID-19, during Ebola crisis. And we understand that some of them were brought from the interior to the city in the name of carrying your child to send them to school. Sometimes those people that they're living with, they always tell them, when you not sell, you will not eat. You not sell, you will not go to school. You know, and the child wants to learn, because they know the use, they know the importance of education. So that child, his or her, will take the market and go sell on the street. So on Tuesday, we'll be having a very fruitful meetings with the Minister of General, and we believe that this meeting will be fruitful. So at least we can work in now, because, you know, the minister, those who in the ministry do not know the case and do not know where they sell, and they don't know where they live. and they do not really know 100% of those who sell about those who sell on the street. But for all we as leaders who sell on the street, we know about the case because we interact with them. Some of them said why they sell on the street. You get in, so for this, we'll be working closely because per the discussion of the executive committee members, we will be working on before September next school year open. We'll be working on street seller back to school program. Those who sell on the street, you know, the teenagers. You know, imagine some of our girls who sell on the street. You know that they won't go back to school. I interviewed most of them. Some of them say, "But Preso, when even next school, we won't go back to school." You get it? I got people who are graduated from high school who want to go back to university. No way, no means, no support. So that's why we'll be working closely with stakeholders and national government. So at least we can be able to help. We won't go back to school. Even out of here, I want to go back to school. You get it now? I'm a high school graduate and attended the university abroad, but I dropped. You get it? Because it's like the support. You get it now? Because I have 2 kids and that's that too. They got to go to school. So I have to drop and be able to pay attention because the hustle not easy. So I think the kids can go to school because it is a right for the children to go to school. That's why those who selling, the kids are selling on the street, that are right to go to school. So you know, we'll be working closely with stakeholders so at least we can make sure that those kids live on the road and solve the problem why they sell on the street. And this about them, they want to go to school. Some parents say, but I don't get money. So what do you expect? The child will sell because I'm working, I don't have money. So basically on this, you know, we'll be working closely with stakeholders so at least those kids can have an opportunity at least for September so they can be rewarded. So this is our plan, and we'll do this in the 15 countries where we have our leadership will be able to coordinate the entire process.
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, and I want to say thank you so much at this hour, and thank to those who are watching us, thank to those who are committed, whether in Liberia or abroad. This is the Traffic Seller Union Republic of Liberia, and we are asking for your support if necessary, so I think we can be able to purchase the effort of national government, and you can help us in the ways, whether mobile money, or any way you can help us. So that we are available everywhere you pass, more especially our office is right at the moment, and sometimes you come to 540 because 540 is where we have the highest sellers now based on the traffic that are blocked. So most of the sellers have come down to do business. So we say thank you very much to the radio, and say thank you, and we see you on Saturday because we believe that you will be there to carry our activity live. And at least people can watch what the street sellers are doing. So thank you very much.